Scuffed.
There we go. Much better. There we go.
Beautiful. All right.
Scuffed.
Welcome, everybody, to the Spooktober Smackdown Draft Party. I'm Dan. I got my buddy Riley here. I'm super hyped for this draft. Riley, how are you feeling tonight, man?
I'm excited. I think we got a talented crew of captains here ready to fight tooth and nail to get the best team they can for this Spooktober Smackdown. We got some ghoulish looking competitors here, and I'm curious to see them rise from their graves after the competition here tonight.
Absolutely. So, to start out with, if anybody is watching and doesn't understand the rules of this, we have 6 captains that will be drafting in a snake draft. That means that the 6th person will pick 2 times in a row, and then we'll go backwards from there. And then after we're done, we will obviously have all of our teams listed on the overlay that you see here. Players are signed up according to their roles, but we have allowed captains to draft players for whatever roles they choose, essentially. They with the knowledge that they might annoy some people, but either way, the first round of the draft, I'll kick it off to Riley for our special first round.
All right, so to begin this draft tonight, everyone, we will be deciding the team names. We have composed a list of spooky for the occasion team names, a variety of influences here. So each team captain will draft what they want their team to be, beginning with Iverson. Iverson, looking at the list of, let's see, the team names here. What team name would you like to represent you in this tournament?
My team will be called the Ghouligans.
The Ghouligans. All right, I'm gonna need you to spell that out for me because I'm gonna update it on the stream here.
Here, I'll just spacing it out, or do you want me to actually spell it out?
Just spell it out for me.
Okay. Ghoulingans.
Perfect. All right, and then I gotta make that font way smaller. Okay.
All right, then up next will be Shaq.
We gotta
Shaq,
go with
what will your team name be?
We gotta go with the Spooksters.
The Spooksters. Shaq Spooksters coming up as team 2.
I'll fix how gross they look right now. Hold on a minute. The Spooksters?
Follow up with that. The Spooksters. Team 2 will be Shaq Spooksters.
All right.
Alan, what do you want your team name to be?
I'll take the Spoopy.
The Spoopy, following up the Spooksters for team 3.
The
God
Spoopy.
Emperor himself. What are you going to choose your team name to be?
Hey, are we allowed the non-generic ones as well?
We voted against the champion themes ones earlier in the week.
Oh, hold on. I got it.
Unless you have an appropriately spooky idea that's not on the list.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, write-ins are
the
allowed.
Serial killers for sure.
Oh,
The serial killers. The bane of General Mills everywhere. The Swoley Fathers serial killers. Ryan, over to you for your team name.
So, I was gonna go with something like the Inters, but I saw it wasn't available, so I'll do the next best thing and choose the Drowned.
The Drowned.
The Drowned, all right.
Bilgewater represent. And for our final team, Ken, what would you like your team name to be?
I guess gotta go with like the only other option, the Abominations.
The Abominations surrounding out the team draft. So to reiterate, the teams will be Iveson's Ghouligans, Shaq's Spooksters, Alan's Spoopy, the Swoley Father, Ben himself, Hritzko's the Serial Killers, Ryan's the Drowned, and Ken's the Abominations.
Look
So
at
now
those.
we can kick it back over for starting off the draft, the actual players to represent these teams. And Iverson will be our first draft captain. Who will be your first draft pick?
With the first round, first overall pick of the Spooktober Smackdown, the Ghouligans select Ryan Photosynthesis Stinko.
All right, Ryan will be drafted to Team 1.
Wait,
God,
I
how
like
do you
that, Ivy.
How do you strike through again?
It's in
All right.
tools, I'm pretty sure. No.
Cool.
It's Alt-Shift-4, if I remember right.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can.
Or something like that.
Alt-Shift-4.
It's Alt-Shift-5, my bad.
Got it. All right. Beautiful.
All right, so that is the first pick of the tournament today. Moving over, we have Shaq. Who will you select as your first team member?
With the second pick of the Spooktober Smackdown draft, the Shaq Spookters will be selecting Cena from the support role.
Cena, Snake. I almost forgot
Headed
that
over
name.
to the Spooksters. Alan, who will be your first draft pick?
Spoopy will take Swaney Waney. Ooh.
The one-tricked crow man himself, headed over to the Spoopy.
Damn.
Ben, who would you like as your first round draft pick?
Thank you, Riley. For the first round, the serial killers will be selecting Matthew Daenerys Davidson.
Oh, very own Vice President Represent, moving over to the serial killers.
Yes, sir.
Ryan, who would you like to represent the drowned?
Get me in the ring with El Leon Nar, dude.
Ooh, James representing top lane for the drowned. And then Ken, you will knock off our first round of draft picks for the Abominations. Who are you taking?
Tough one right now. I think I'm gonna go with Mr. Branivia, Bryce.
Bruh to the Abominations.
Yes.
Coming in as the final to sound out our first round draft picks. With that stated, we will move on to the second round draft picks. How you doing over there on broadcast, Dan? We have just about
Oh,
everyone
great.
plugged
Doing my best to keep up here.
in. It's still on. We don't got the fancy keypads and everything like the real NA production. Moving into the second round here,
Guessing where
Ken,
players are going.
you will get your snake back, so you will start off the second round draft pick. Who would you like as your second pick, third team member for the Abominations?
I think we're gonna take Infinity Chaos, the other Hritzka.
The other, ooh, Hritzko rivalry, moving in to represent the Abominations.
All right, kid. I see how it is.
You never
Get
crossed
fucked.
out El Leon James.
We're working on it. All right, Ryan, who do you want?
Give me 1 second. Alright, so I have Top Jump. Okay. I'll take Zapu.
Zapu moving over to the drown. Ben, back to you. Your brother's been picked up. Who will you take in return?
I know. Ken kind of screwed over my draft strategy. That's all right. Give me George.
George.
I was thinking about that one too, I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right, then, Alan, over to you.
Give me Timmy.
Timmy. I don't even know what he's playing nowadays. There we go. All right. And then Iverson. Or wait, no, we're at Shaq. Sorry, I read wrong. Shaq, who do you want as your second round?
Let me get Gotti Boy.
I have been
Naughty
selected.
boy. You selected him early in the draft to get that stream spotlight. I see how it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Top
good
35
strategy.
Echo player, by the way. Iverson, who will you pick as your second member to round out our second round drafted picks?
I will pick my man, the myth, a new big guy on campus, Anthony TP Tony Sigurdsson.
Tony will be the last person rounding out the Gooligans. And with that, doing a little deep dive into some of the picks here to let people at home know, we currently have all but one of the ADC role players selected already. Additionally, we have only one of the 4 jungle mains available. Other than that, it's kind of a smattering through the rest of the players, so we'll see how it turns out in this half. Iverson representing the Gooligans, who do you want for your third and penultimate pick?
You want to cross out Bryce?
Yeah, sure.
With my okay, with this pick, I will pick Ross the Razzle Dazzler. I don't know his last name, but I'll pick him.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Salisbury.
Yeah,
Salad berry.
Salad berry. Can we get some salad berries in the
Salad
chat?
berry the chat.
Salad berries in the chat? All right, Shaq, over to you. Who do you want for your third pickup?
Let me get Yappa.
Yappa. It's so hard to find these names. There we go. All right, Alan.
Oh.
Who do you want for the spoopy?
I'll take Everett.
Everett. We'll be headed over to the spoopy. Ben.
Yeah. Give me Travis.
Travis. Admiral Neckbeard representing the serial killers. Ryan, who you want?
Oompa Loompa's the only left on the mid roll, right? Lapa was crust, should be crust.
Correct.
Yeah,
So
I'll
he'll
take
be
my
the
boy
last remaining.
Oompa Loompa, dude.
All right.
Yo.
Joe.
And then Ken. Last one to finish out round 3.
I'm gonna go with Keyless Devotion. I think Kyla. Yes.
Yep. Kyla, the support role to round out round 3. So with that stated, we are moving into our last round of drafts. We are currently completely out of people who signed up as mid. We still have, looks like, 2 supports left in ADC, quite a few junglers, and some top laners.
Sorry,
So
what
we'll
was
see how
sorry.
captains decide.
What were
Yeah, what's up?
what was Gak and Ben's last 2 picks or last pick each?
I got
Ryan
Travis.
picks up- Yeah.
Okay.
So that would be for team 4, the serial killers.
Okay.
And then who else did you need?
Gak's pick.
He picked up Oompa Loompa. I
Gotcha.
believe that's Joe's account.
Yes, sir.
Over into the mid lane. All caught up?
Yes, sir.
Sweet. All right. Final round drafts. It's the last chance to round out your team comp. And Ken, you'll be up for your final pick. Who do you choose to represent the Abominations?
All right. I guess we have to go with the Vishwazi.
The Vishwa, the hungriest boy rounding out the Abominations. Ryan, who are you looking for?
And with the final pick of mine, that means we don't have anybody filling on my team. I'll take the match jewel, and we'll be settled in our own positions that we chose.
Very, very smart strategy coming from a man who can only be denoted as Ryan number. Ben, who do you want for your final pick?
Give me a Sipiter 909, please.
Sipiter, over to the serial killers. Alan, what you looking for?
Give me Luke.
Luke. I cannot find Luke's account on here.
God, this is so hard to
There we
keep
go.
up with.
I know, right? We need some automation for the next time we do it. All right. Luke will be over to Alan's team. Shaq, the Spooksters. Who do you want?
I'll take Melon Lord.
The Melon Lord to represent the Spooksters. And then Iverson, looks like you will get to lock in the last player available on the draft, but I'll let you shout it out. Who will be your final pick?
With my final pick of the Spooktober Smackdown, I will draft Soul Hunter 256.
And that will finalize our draft. Everyone here today.
Beautiful. Thank you to all the captains. Spoopy, what was Spoopy's final pick?
Spoopy's final pick? That would be Edgy Reggie Luke.
Edgy Reggie. Beautiful.
Quick question: are the roles that we have written in here, are those set in stone, or can we change those around?
These are
They are not
totally
concrete.
Yeah, these are totally fluid.
All right. sounds
Additionally, one thing I wanted to bring to attention that Matt might have communicated to some of y'all later, but as well as for everyone who's on stream right now, a couple rules that we will be implementing here today, or for the tournament rather, is that you will be allowed to do full lane swap role swaps throughout the term. We are treating this as high stakes, as professional as possible.
Good stuff.
So if you picked up any strong flex picks on your team, you
We
could
still have to
definitely
announce
employ
it?
that to your advantage. You do have to announce it. And it's a typical, you have to have your champs and positions locked in, 30 seconds, 15 seconds before champ select finishes. That's like their final positions, LCS style.
It's 20.
It's 20? Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
good.
I had no idea. So yeah, that'll be about it. Any other questions from the captains here today?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
That is it.
All right.
Don't
we
forget your
might.
team names.
Yeah, so you guys are welcome to leave. I think Riley and I might do a little bit of analysis here as we close out, but everybody get ready for the LAN party in just a few minutes.
Definitely. We'll meet you down there. There's currently a draft channel available. You can go take a peek at. I'd offer you refreshments, but we're literally all online. So go make yourself a, I don't know, Shirley Temple or something.
Wholesome.
So, Riley,
Super. Let's go.
as we're looking at the teams here, positions obviously very fluid. I'm very curious where certain players are going to go. I'm already seeing some variations in here that are a little surprising, I guess. I don't know. What team sticks out to you as an early favorite?
An early favorite. Well, I mean, I'm a big team name person, and I think as far as the team names go, I'm very glad to see that some people picked up the Spoopy and the. But besides that, some teams that I'm really curious to see how they come together here include our first team, actually, the Gooligans. I think having that first-round draft pick for Iverson, picking up his ADC duo of the varsity team, that being Ryan, a photosynthesis rat himself, as well as some other power picks. He's got TP Tony, a friend of his, I believe, people who he's familiar duoing and playing with, and you can never doubt out my boy Azir Main himself, the Razzle Dazzler. He always shows up to perform in a tournament setting, like the LCK shows up at Best of Five. And I think that team's going to be really exciting to watch and really excited to see what they come out with.
Absolutely. They definitely are looking pretty strong there. They have the varsity bot lane, so a good start for the draft from Iverson at that first pick.
What about you? Anything you're seeing?
I'm looking at the serial killers, actually. They're looking like a pretty strong team. They have a really strong top side, especially those were kind of what their earliest picks were on. So we'll see if Ben and Matt can kind of carry out some of the synergy that they had last year on the varsity team.
Definitely.
I really like the Drowned as well. A lot of new faces on that team. So I'm very excited for that team.
One thing I will throw out there about the Drown is they seem to have a lot of people who, from my experience with them, playing with them, doing in-houses, very stable players. And it sounded like Ryan himself drafted around putting them in position of comforts. So even though there's a few players here who have very specific one tricks, I doubt Ryan gets to play Zac the whole tournament. I doubt James gets to play Gnar the whole tournament. But putting them together, I think if they can find some comfort picks, that's going to be a very comfortable team to play.
Definitely. I can agree with that. A lot of strong teams. It'll be very fun to see how the tournament shapes out on Saturday. So if you're not in the tournament, tune in on this channel Saturday at 9 a.m. We'll be starting things off with the Spooktober Smackdown. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to our draft party. We'll be signing off. Riley, any last words?
Just stay spooky out there, gamers. Hope we see you on Saturday, and bring your best energy for these teams.
Absolutely. Spook on. Peace.